Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here and you don't know who I am, I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of 2, and I homeschool my daughter who is 13 and my son who is 9 right here in Brooklyn, New York, and I love to share a homeschooling journey with you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the latest trends of homeschooling. So let's get into it. With the pandemic, many families are turning to homeschooling as an alternative to traditional schooling. In this video, we're going to be exploring some of the most popular trends in the homeschooling world and how they are shaping the way we educate our children. Trend number 1 is virtual schooling or virtual homeschooling. When we look at virtual schooling, it is not exactly homeschooling if you are enrolled in a school-like facility just online. However, there are a lot of programs that are not actual schools, like you're not enrolled in them and you're using them as a curriculum. And these are becoming more and more popular, and you can see a wide variety of things that they teach. So they can be from anything from like your traditional subjects of like math and reading, language arts, things like that, writing, to something that is more specific and more maybe like optional, something more geared to your child's interest, like coding and art. And it would be set in a virtual classroom. These are platforms where you get a whole schedule of courses versus just one course or one class in order to be doing your homeschool. Trend number 2, we're seeing a huge increase of unschooling. Now, while there is a large demographic that's headed towards the virtual school option, trying to get everything done in one swoop with one platform, that's great for a lot of people that are just starting out. But then we're also seeing an increase in unschooling. And unschooling is more self-directed for the child. So it's child-directed. It focuses on the child's interest, their passions, with guidance from their parents or caregivers. And it's not exactly structured in the sense like virtual school would be or like traditional school would be. It's a little bit more free form. That doesn't mean that they don't have classes to take or things to do, but it's definitely more focused on the child's interest versus this is what we have to get done and whether you like it or not kind of thing. Trend number 3 that we are seeing in the homeschooling community is an increase of homeschool co-ops and groups. Homeschool co-ops are a great way to gain a sense of community and offer tons of different resources, whether it is field trips or outings, classes, courses that can be done in a group setting. It's a great way to get your kids socialization, which is the famous question that every homeschooler always gets when they announce that they are homeschooling. But I digress, and let's go on to the next trend. Trend number 4 is an increased use in technology in the homeschool. So technology has always had its place in the homeschooling community, but with the rise of virtual schools and virtual learning platforms and learning apps and all these great things that are being created to support people, especially during the pandemic, this is have filtered through more to like the homeschool base, and there is tons more platforms and opportunities through technology that is out there now for the homeschooling community. And the homeschool community is creating their own things, is creating ways in order to communicate. Like we have here on Blooming Brilliant, we have tons of ways to communicate, tons of resources that are technologically delivered. So technology is taking a huge place in the homeschooling world, and it's definitely influencing how we educate our children and also the types of resources that we're able to get, which would have been maybe not possible without this technology craze coming in, right? So in conclusion, Homeschooling is growing rapidly. I think recently, we're filming this in January of 2023, back in September of 2022, I have seen many articles which were stating just here in New York City alone that there were tons of students not coming back to their public schools and actually trying their hand at homeschooling. And I believe that everybody can homeschool, but homeschooling is not for everyone or every student. There are definite benefits and disadvantages depending on how your child learns best. And also the amount of energy and commitment that you can provide to your child. That's with anything. There are benefits and disadvantages of going to traditional school, and there's benefits and there's disadvantages of being homeschooled. Now, I think all of the trends that I have mentioned are all ones that we know about that are not exactly brand new, but we are seeing a higher rate of them happening because of the increase of homeschoolers. And I think that, like I said, with new homeschoolers and more homeschoolers and homeschoolers from different walks of life, we're going to see so much more exciting things in our world of homeschooling. We're going to see so many more connections, so many more amazing homeschool parents coming up with different ways that they have found their child or children are learning best, and then sharing that. And we are going to be breaking some amazing boundaries that we've had for so long. And I am so excited to see all that happen. And I hope you are too. So if you're interested in homeschooling, make sure to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you're alerted when we post new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you think that this video can be helpful to somebody you know, please share. What are some trends you have noticed in the homeschooling world? If you have noticed any new trends that is going on in our community, make sure to put them in the comments. I would love to see what you've noticed. Make sure to check the description box for more information. We have tons of stuff down there, so check it out. And I will see you next time. Have a great day and happy homeschooling.